Independence Day celebration sponsored by our Chamber of Commerce. With hot dogs and apple pie, we celebrate the 227th birthday of our great and free nation. Please stand and direct your attention to the flagpole as our national flag is raised by VFW Post 2210. Please join with us as John Buffington and the Municipal Band present our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Boy, I just love when the fireworks go off right on cue. Isn't that great? The annual St. Genevieve Independence Day celebration here at Pere Marquette Park is going to be videotaped for those of you who want to see it again, or perhaps you have friends or relatives who couldn't make it here tonight because of, well, the rather warm weather, maybe keeping a few people away. So be advised that it is going to be on Cablecast Channel 7, St. Genevieve Community Access TV, and it will be broadcast on Thursday, July 10th at 1 and 6 p.m. and at 12 midnight on that day as well. And in addition, a marathon of past Independence Day concerts is being shown on Channel 7 even as we speak. So you might want to keep that in mind. And another reminder, this concert and fireworks display are sponsored by the St. Genevieve Chamber of Commerce. Event Chairman Marianne Otto says the Chamber is always seeking donations to help cover the cost of the fireworks, and you can contact her in care of City Hall if you'd like to help out. The Municipal Band now presents a very patriotic piece by band composer Edwin Franco Goldman, American Ideals. July is truly a day of flag waving and patriotism. The game plan for such Independence Days was set back in 1776 by John Adams. He wrote, "It ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from this day forward forevermore." On this Independence Day 2003, we find our flag waving and patriotism at an all-time high. Possibly not since the bombing of Pearl Harbor or the assassination of President John Kennedy have Americans seemed more united. In the aftermath of the recent Iraqi war, we continue the war on terrorism and remain united in that effort. With courage and great pride, we carry the flag of freedom into the future as we strive to make things better for the world, and above all, we will stand united. We salute all of our men and women who are currently serving in our armed forces. The Muni Band and the talented John Buffington perform next an American medley arranged by Sally Albrecht and Jay Althouse. Included in the work, Simple Gifts, America the Beautiful, America, and the Battle Hymn. Here now, United We Stand. we go. It's feeling better, don't you think? A little breeze going now? Yeah. St. Genevieve has a rich musical heritage. How appropriate on this patriotic day, rich with pride and warm with nostalgia, that we salute our community. The Municipal Band performs a march written by a St. Genevieve native, Mr. Bill Simon. The selection was in memory of his father, Bud Simon, who also served as a former St. Gen band director. And now a very special feature, Dear Old St. Genevieve. The music of Irving Berlin has been just what America needed for much of the 20th century. It marched to war with soldiers, offered hope and inspiration to a nation in bleak times, and rejoiced in good things embodied in the American way of life. Berlin understood and appreciated America after fleeing Russia with his family to escape persecution. He was a self-made, self-taught songwriter and became an icon in American music. Berlin's most famous patriotic work remains the song God Bless America, written initially during World War I, but sung in public for the first time by Kate Smith for an Armistice Day celebration back in 1938. Here now, Irving Berlin's America.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere Where could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow? There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show. Come on in here, come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on in here, come on in here, it's the best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you've never heard before, so natural that you'd want to go to war. That's just the bestest band. What am, honey lamb? Come on along, come on along, let me take you by the hand. Up to the man who's the leader of the band. And if you care to hear the Swanee River played in ragtime, come on in here, come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Strolling up the avenue so happy, all dressed up just like an English chappie, very snappy. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz, putting on the Ritz, putting on the Ritz, putting on the Ritz. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. I'll be loving you always. mountains, to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. My home, sweet home.
In our great nation, we treasure many national emblems. Yes, we stand a little straighter when the national anthem is played, and the sight of Old Glory rippling in the breeze causes us to swell with pride. And we're filled with patriotism knowing that we are willingly carrying the burden of freedom for the world, literally. Military marches, the mainstays of the Independence Day celebrations, are always popular with concert audiences. This next march is about as perfect as a march can be. It erupts in the key of E-flat, followed by the first 12 notes of the Star-Spangled Banner, played by the trombones and baritones. The famous second strain uses material that E.E. Bagley first had in a saxophone quartet. We recognize it as the comic tune Monkey Wrapped His Tail Around the Flagpole. In tribute to our free nation, the Municipal Band performs National Emblem.
Concussion.
Greenwood loved music so much that by the age of 14, he had learned to play most of the instruments in his entire school orchestra. Now that's pretty good. He turned down many opportunities to pursue a career of performing music and eventually became appreciated by country music audiences. In 1985, the Country Music Association awarded Greenwood the Song of the Year for writing both the words and music to God Bless the USA. After winning successive awards for Male Vocalist of the Year, since the tragedy of September 11th, Greenwood has watched his signature hit increase in popularity to national anthem status. And I wouldn't mind seeing it made the new national anthem, personally. Tonight, Mr. John Buffington, Director of Music at St. Genevieve High School, will sing this famous song, God Bless the USA.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, I'd have to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time to stand and say that I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Henry Fillmore had problems deciding on a title for our next march. His band was giving a series of concerts at the local zoo, so he thought he would introduce the song as the Cincinnati Zoo March. After realizing that it was probably his finest march, he published it in 1929 as Americans We and dedicated it to all of us. Vivacious, solid, and appealing, this march has the qualities that characterize Fillmore's long life as an irresistible performer. The Muni Band, under the direction of John Wibbenmeyer, now performs Americans We. By the way, we'd like to mention that the St. Genevieve Summer Field School will host a lecture on the French Revolution at the meeting room in the County Services Building at 255 Market Street at noon on Tuesday. This lecture is free and open to the public. The lunchtime lecture series is co-sponsored by Southeast Missouri State University's Historic Preservation Program and the Department of Natural Resources as part of the field school, and lunch may be brought to the lecture if you like. Dr. David Cameron, a professor of history at Southeast Missouri State University, will be discussing the French Revolution in detail. So that sounds pretty interesting. Again, that will be Tuesday at noon at the County Services Building. Now we have something fun for you. I think we're going to have a little sing-along, so we want everyone to participate. Even if you don't know the words, just kind of fake it. That's what we all do. Or hum along if you like. This will be a sing-along led by, again, Mr. John Buffington. And it's Sing Out America.
Beautiful for spacious skies before
As we gather in Pere Marquette Park amid its lush green hills, one can easily see the mighty Mississippi River. I think so. Can you see it? We in St. Genevieve have witnessed the river's muscle as well as its resulting devastation as it rose to some menacing levels in 1993 and again in 1995. Hoagie Carmichael, however, depicts a completely different scenario, one he wrote back in 1931. The Municipal Band performs Carmichael's The Lazy River. In the Good Old Summertime was an old favorite song that was popularized in the 1949 MGM motion picture by the same name, which starred Judy Garland and Van Johnson. It was a familiar plot to anyone who's seen You've Got Mail, only this time the pen pals really used pens and paper instead of our electronic email today. This song brings memories of glorious summer days and is especially appropriate at this time when we truly have summer-like weather. Wouldn't you agree? But join Mr. John Buffington as he leads you in the familiar chorus in the Good Old Summertime. That's a good old summertime. I'm glad you had that copy there. Now maybe next time I can sing it. In 1896, John Philip Sousa and his wife were vacationing in Europe when they were suddenly called back to the States with the death of his band's manager. While on the steamship, Sousa recalls that I began to sense a rhythmic beat of a band playing within my brain. Throughout the whole tense voyage, that imaginary band continued to unfold the same themes, echoing and re-echoing the most distinct melody. I didn't transfer a note of that music to paper while I was on the steamer, but when we reached shore, I set down the measure that my brain band had been playing for me, and thus the Stars and Stripes Forever March was born. The Sousa Band played it at almost every concert until his death over 25 years later. It has become a staple in most band repertoires for the 4th of July. Now our Muti Band presents the Stars and Stripes Forever. thanks to John Buffington for his outstanding performance here tonight. Thanks also to the Chamber of Commerce and to Marianne Otto. On Thursday, July 10th, the Municipal Band returns to the Valley High School Desert. Tony Knoll, the VHS band director, will give John Wibbenmeyer a much-needed break next week. So